Get ready.
Hey Disney lovers, and welcome back to our journey through the Disney eras. Moving into the 21st century now and looking at the post-Renaissance era of Walt Disney Animation Studios in the years 2000 to 2009, which is the shortest period but has the most films. If you're new to the channel, thanks very much for joining us. We make Disney videos every Wednesday and geeky videos on a Monday, but with lots of other random video drops throughout the month too. So make sure to click that subscription button and the notification bell to keep up to date. As always, we are doing Walt Disney Animation Studio films and not any of the sister companies or films that Disney helped fund. If we were to include these, then there would be so many films, including Studio Ghibli's award-winning Spirited Away. We're also not doing any sequels in this era. Now, taking all those out, there are still 12 films. Despite the vast amount of films, this was the worst era for Disney animation, which is quite sad as there are some amazing films. For that reason, I'm not going to rank these, but talk about them in release order. This era is one where I really want you to get involved. I want to know what you think of each and every film. Have you heard of it? Have you seen it? And if you did you like it? But let's have a look at them together. So the year 2000 saw 3 films coming out from Disney Animation Studios. The first is Fantasia 2000. Now I know I said this era has no sequels, but this is a standalone film in my opinion. It has the same style of classic music to accompany stunning animation, but with a new generation of animators that use new technological tools and innovations to blend traditional animation with a modern flair. This film is a lot shorter than the original, running at 1 hour and 16 minutes, but it is beautiful and peaceful to watch and listen to. This film was released on the 1st of January 2000 and was the first animated release in the 21st century. 5 months later, and Disney released their first full CG animated film, which was Dinosaur. A meteor shower destroys the home of Iguanodon Aladar and his family, who have joined a herd of dinosaurs heading for safety. En route, he befriends Bilene, I do believe that's how you pronounce it, an elderly brachiosaur, Ima, an unstoppable styracosaur, and Nira, a feisty fellow iguanodon. Together, they must stand strong with supply shortages and the threat of Carnotaur attacks. It does have a Land Before Time feel, but still a great film. Saying that, I've only watched it twice, but I remember enjoying it. It can be a little bit sad if memory serves me right, but the animation is stunning. Also, this is the film the dinosaur ride is based on in Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom, which is an awesome ride. This film came out in May 2000 and has a running time of 1 hour and 24 minutes. And in December of 2000, Disney went back to more traditional animation look with The Emperor's New Groove. Emperor Kuzco thought he had it all, a devoted populace to rule over, a wardrobe of glamorous garbs, and his unwavering groove. But when a devious mix-up turns Kuzco into a llama, the once mighty ruler must form an unlikely alliance when a peasant follows to help Kuzco regain his throne from the hungry power advisor who stole it from him. Now personally, I did not really enjoy this film. Many of my friends love it, but it is one of my least favorites, and I have only seen it once. The running time is 1 hour and 22 minutes. Again, we started way back when giving the running time, so we will continue giving them to you. Moving into 2001, and we have Atlantis, The Lost Empire. I love this film so much. It has stunning animation of a mix of 2D and CD animation. Along with the main character, Milo is voiced by Michael J. Fox, who was Marty McFly in Back to the Future. So a crew of archaeologists and explorers led by historian Milo Thatch board an incredible submarine and head deep into the mysteries of the sea in a search for the legendary kingdom of Atlantis. The underwater expedition takes an unexpected turn when the team's mission must shift from exploring the submerged kingdom to protecting it from the mystical powers that be. This film kind of reminds me of Titan AE with its style of animation, another film which I love. If you haven't seen this film, I urge you to watch it. I do believe they are planning to do a live action version of this now too. It came out in June 2001 and runs at 1 hour and 38 minutes. The following June 2002 comes The Mischievous Stitch in Lilo and Stitch, and this is a favourite of many 80s, 90s and noughties kids. Lilo is an independent little girl. Stitch is a mischievous creature from outer space. When their worlds collide, it's love and chaos at first sight. It's a good film of friendship regardless of where you came from, which is a powerful message. Go into the theme parks, and in Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, they had a ride called Alien Encounter, which was quite scary, and I know I was scared of it, but the Imagineers saw it as a bit too heavy for a Disney park, so changed it to Stitch's Escape. It had the same storyline, but a lovable character instead of a murderous creature. However, it has been announced now that they are going to be closing the ride for good. Just another random Disney park fact. But anyway, back to the film, and it runs at 1 hour and 26 minutes. Also in 2002, in November, came a great film called Treasure Planet. However, this film was a flop, and this really does make me sad. I did give more details about this film in the Hidden Films on Disney Plus video, which I will link down below and in the corner. I really wish people would watch it and see what you think. It is a reimagining of Treasure Island and has some stunning animation, again a mixture of 2D and CG. The film runs at 1 hour and 37 minutes and is action-packed with great character designs. In 2003, Brother Bear came out and did far better than Treasure Planet. When an impulsive Inuit boy named Kenai is magically transformed into a bear, he must literally walk in another's footsteps until he learns some valuable life lessons. His zany yet courageous journey introduces him to a forest full of wildlife, including the lovable bear cub Coda, hilarious moose Rut and Took, woolly mammoths, rambunctious rams, and more, all in his quest to become human again. I haven't seen this film myself, so would love to know what your opinion of it is, and try to persuade me to watch it. So just leave your review in the comments below. This is a film that has a running time of 1 hour and 29 minutes. In April 2004, Disney takes a step back to the more traditional animation style with Home on the Range. When a greedy outlaw schemes to take possession of a local dairy farm, 3 committed cows, a karate-kicking stallion, and a colourful corral of critters joins forces to save their home. The stakes are sky high as this unlikely animal alliance risks their hides and matches wits with a mysterious band of bad guys. Again, another one that I haven't actually seen, so what is your opinion on this film? It has a traditional running time of 1 hour and 22 minutes. Jumping to November 2005, and we have Chicken Little. When the sky really is falling and sanity flown the coop, who will rise up to save the day? Together with his hysterical band of misfits friends, Chicken Little must hatch a plan to save the planet from an alien invasion and prove that the world's biggest hero is a little chicken. Now this is an interesting one, as in 1943, in the wartime era, one of the short animation Walt Disney created was called Chicken Little, and was a different story based on the fable Henny Penny, and is an anti-Nazi film showing the evils of mass hysteria. I haven't seen that one, but it will be interesting to compare them. This is another CG animation film with a runtime of 1 hour and 23 minutes. Now 16 months later, March 2007 brought the next CG Disney animation called Meet the Robinsons. Brilliant young inventor named Lewis sets off on a time-traveling journey to find the family he never knew, living in the fantastical world of 2037. I haven't seen this film, but it does sound great, even though I'm not really a fan of how the animation looks. But it does apparently include a song from one of my favourite attractions at Disney, the song of Carousel of Progress, called It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. The film runs at 1 hour and 36 minutes long. Coming to the last 2 films of the era now, and we speed on another 20 months to November 2008, and Bolt was released. Bolt is the star of the biggest show in Hollywood. The problem is, he thinks it's real. After he's accidentally shipped to New York City, he's determined to unleash mind-blowing superpowers to defeat evil and find a way home. Along the way, Bolt and his hilarious sidekicks learn that they don't need superpowers to become heroes. So why are all sidekicks described as hilarious? Anyway, this is another one that I haven't seen, and I doubt I will ever watch, to be honest. It doesn't really appeal to me, and again, the CG of the humans is a bit of a put-off. The final film of the era, The Princess and the Frog, was released in December 2009. A modern reimagining of a classic tale where Tiana dreams of owning her own restaurant. When she meets a frog prince who desperately wants to be human again, a fateful kiss leads them on a hilarious adventure through the mystical bayous of Louisiana. This goes back to more of a traditional animation instead of the CG style of the last few years. and also goes back to Disney roots of fairy tale style storytelling. I remember not liking it when it first came out, but I don't think I gave it the attention when I watched it. I recently watched it a few months ago and loved it, so I do recommend giving some films a second chance, especially those you watched when you were a teenager or in your early 20s when you were trying to get rid of that childhood trends. But in the end, we all return to Disney as kids. This film runs at 1 hour and 38 minutes and paves the way for the next era of movies, going back to fairy tale roots as well as more modern themes. And that is it for the post-Renaissance period. Some ups and downs, films that didn't really take off, and I have mixed opinions of this era, as I love some and was disappointed with others. But I want to know what you think about it. Next era we will be looking at is the final era, which is known as the Revival era. I cannot wait to talk about this one, as it did rekindle my love of Disney animated films. If you haven't yet, it would mean the world to us if you'd hit that subscribe button for you to keep up to date with all Disney Plus UK items, as well as our other videos. If you'd like to support the channel, then you can tip us using the link displayed on the screen and in the description below. Other ways you can support us is share this video with your friends. We love talking to new people, so share it with other Disney lovers, pop a comment down, and let's get chatting. Thanks very much for watching. We greatly appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to watch our videos and interact with us. We wish you a very happy and magical day, but until next time.